Good evening everyone, it's Zach, and of course I spell it with an H, and today we're going to be talking about something I think is pretty interesting, and I have been very excited for a while now, and that is FNAF Plus. Now I can hear you asking, what is FNAF Plus? Well, it is a brand new remastering and retelling of the original Five Nights at Freddy's game. Now what's super interesting about this game is that it's actually not being made by Scott Cawthon, and instead a different developer that goes by the name of Fazbear, who is known for his work on many of the best FNAF fan games like Pop Goes, Shadow Over Freddy's, and most importantly, another project titled Another FNAF Fan Game Open Source, but more on that in a bit. So Five Nights at Freddy's Plus is actually brought to us by a project titled the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative, where Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, personally backs a handful of different fan game creators to make amazing FNAF fan games that will be available on Steam and will even have their own line of merchandise. Now, the first and only wave, possibly, of the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative will include games like Five Nights at Candy's 4, One Night at Flumpty's 3, which I believe is already available, the Joy and Creation Reignited Collection, Pop Goes Evergreen, and of course, FNAF Plus. You may notice if you are a fan of the franchise that all these games are continuations of an already established series, except for FNAF Plus. Well, the reason why Scott gave Fazbear the chance to make this game is because Fazbear was working on the previously mentioned Another FNAF Fan Game Open Source, which was a recreation of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 that was so good that Scott asked him to cancel the game because it was a huge rival to the original FNAF 2. However, this wasn't the ending because Scott saw this potential and probably didn't want it to go to waste, so he asked him to develop a remaster that was fully funded, so both parties kind of really benefited from this. I want to go ahead and show you guys the game before I give my thoughts on it, so here we go. This is the description straight from the Steam page. Welcome back to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Spend your nights with us, working as a security guard, looking after the infamous pizza restaurant that brings kids and grown-ups alike their favorite foods and thrills at a discount price. During your shift, you'll get to work up close and personal, but not too close, with our beloved animatronic entertainers, Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie, and Chica. Just keep an eye out on those cameras, make sure our robot friends can safely wander around at night, prevent any damage to company property, and most importantly, don't let anything inside your office. Trust us, it's a long story. This is a brand new take on Five Nights at Freddy's, plus some more, featuring completely remade visuals, new character designs, remixed survival mechanics, new camera animations, expanded secrets and rare events, loads of bonus post-game content, and a new interpretation of the original story. A game built to surprise and scare both newcomers and veterans of the FNAF series alike. Five Nights at Freddy's Plus is made by longtime fans of the series. The game does not aim to be a replacement of the original, but to accompany it as a new spin on a beloved classic, set in an alternative universe that explores similar events and concepts presented in the original through a new horror-focused lens. Now, let's be honest, none of this sounds absolutely mind-blowing, just kind of neat, until you see the game. Oh my god! Ugh, it just looks so damn grimy and industrial and just unsettling. It looks like what FNAF would have looked like if Scott Cawthon's GoFundMe for the game actually took off. That was a joke, don't get mad. I still love the feel of the original FNAF game, it's one of my favorites, but this game just looks so terrifying. Now, the only slight problem I have for this game is that it looks so scary that it's kind of unimmersive. While the original FNAF was so scary at the time, it still looked pretty believable because these animatronics could pass as 80s era animatronics that looked just a little uncanny, while these look like they were made by the devil himself. Though I do feel like I could overlook this problem pretty easily. Now let's take a quick look at the models of the remastered animatronics. Here we have Foxy, who doesn't look too different from the original. In fact, it kind of looks like the Phantom version from FNAF 3. And then, of course, we have none other than Freddy Fazbear, who looks so different but easily recognizable. Like, when you look at that, you can say with confidence, oh yeah, that's Freddy. This also goes for the other ones as well. Now, there is a very noticeable restructuring of his head, and more importantly, he has pants and a vest now, but pretty much same old bow tie, same old top hat, and microphone. Now, let's take a look at Jesus. Now, if I'm honest, Bonnie has always really given me the creeps, and this version is pretty much the original, but on 2,000 milligrams of Benadryl. Something about those eyes and teeth, man, just really unnerved me. And he also has some pants, but more importantly, a banjo. 10 out of 10 character design. And of course, we have Chica, who has definitely seen some shit. Not much difference with her except the restructuring of her head and an out-of-socket jaw, and also the cupcake has been dripped out with a chef's outfit and a dope mustache. Seems like he's going to be used similarly to Bon Bon from Sister Location, if y'all know what I'm talking about. So enough about the characters, let's take a look at the office. It's pretty similar to the original FNAF 1 office, but again, it looks like an office from a nightmare. It's way more grimy and industrial. It uses pretty much the same elements. The only thing different is the puppet mask on the wall, which is cool that we have some FNAF 2 elements because we know very well now that this takes place after FNAF 2. So I'm sure we'll see a few more Easter eggs from that game in FNAF Plus. Now, this office is a bit wider. On the sides, we do have a better view of the window, which is going to be terrifying because we'll be able to see them start to creep up and then peer through the window. And then on the left side, we actually have a little rule list for the office, which is cool. Last thing I want to mention is the slight changes of gameplay. For the most part, it's pretty much the same thing. But in the description, the game alludes to the mechanic of not damaging animatronics. I'm not sure if this is going to be like the interview scenes in FNAF 6 or if there's like controlled shocks along with the doors and the lights, but either way, I think it'll be a neat addition. And there are a few quality of life add-ons, so like of course a custom night, a plus mode, which is like a hard mode, prizes and GUI options, and a pause menu, so 10 out of 10 game right there, no questions asked. Now, the main reason I'm excited for this game is because it kind of takes the route I wanted FNAF to go to after Scott retired. Personally, I do enjoy Security Breach just a little bit, but this does really cater to my likes. It's simple, higher budget, and scarier. My main problem with Security Breach was that it's way too big and just not scary or believable. It was just ridiculous, and the fact that it was heavily censored kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. But FNAF Plus, on the other hand, will cater to the more mature fans of FNAF, because, let's be honest, people like me who have been fans of the game since it dropped are either almost adults or just adults, and some of us want to have the same feeling we had playing the OG FNAF game. Because when the original FNAF first came out, it was terrifying to little me, and now I play these new games and I'm just not feeling that same feeling. And you play Security Breach, and you just feel that exact opposite feeling. Not once was I scared playing Security Breach. On the edge of my seat? Yeah, but not scared. But FNAF Plus looks terrifying, and in the description of the game, it has a mature content warning with blood, fictional depictions of gore, mutilation, and other disturbing scenes. Jesus Christ, what are we about to play? Now, I'm not one to be like, oh, this game is for babies because it doesn't have any gore or blood. Nah. Horror doesn't need any of that to be scary. I mean, look at FNAF, it has none of that. But is it better than this? I think so. So all this being said, I think this game is going to be a lot better than Security Breach because it's smaller, scarier, and sticks to the FNAF formula. If you're a fan of Security Breach, don't get all upset because these games just cater to my interest, like I said. But this game is going to be a blast when it comes out. I'll definitely make a video on it and I'll probably stream it on my Twitch channel just so we can all play it together. So what do you guys think of this game? Are you going to check it out when it comes out? What do you think of the Fanverse Initiative? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Personally, I'm also really excited for the Joy of Creation Reignited collection. Y'all are the best. If you like the video, be sure to hit that like button. And of course, if you don't, that dislike button's there as well. And if you like what you see, be sure to check out the other two videos I have on my channel. I think you'll like this one. Have a good night, guys, and as always, take care.